A motion picture company has come to Ms. Maloya. It will spend several months here in an attempt to bring authenticity and conviction to a fictional story of love and lust. It will also spend more than $3 million in an attempt to guarantee the film's commercial success. This is the story of a motion picture company on location. American playwright Tennessee Williams is the author of this work, whose imagery Mexican cameraman Gabriel Figueroa is photographing. Basil Fenton Smith records the sounds and words of the story, played against the sets of art director Stephen Grimes. And the bilingual production manager, Clarence Uris, directs the overall mechanics of the production.
Say it in English now, so I know what you're talking about.
Richard Burton portrays the film's central character, that of a defrocked minister adrift in Mexico. Ava Gardner plays the flamboyant owner of a tourist hotel on the outskirts of a resort town, while Deborah Carr assumes the role of a gentle, mysterious spinster. Sue Lyon, whose previous screen role was of the nymphette Lolita, is cast as a precocious American teenager. The backbone of the production is, of course, the crew, comprised of 6 Hollywood specialists and 65 technicians from studios in Mexico City. The MGM 7 Arts production of Iguana will cost more than $3 million, requiring a big but carefully drawn budget that producer Ray Stark must administer with Houston's cooperation.
Back in New York, it's quite a different thing. They say, when is it going to blow up? When is the volcano going to explode? What's happening between Ava and Richard? What's Sue Lyon doing? I try to tell him it's like a Boy Scout picnic. As a matter of fact, you called it right on the nose. We're 2 days ahead of schedule on it.
Not owing to my good offices nearly so much as to the crew, the Mexican crew. I've never known a crew to function better and more efficiently than this bunch of boys. They're proud of themselves and they're proud of each other. And
we're ready, John.
Just about, if they're ready for the next shot. So let's go ahead. Directing a picture is rather like being the director of an orchestra. You've got to bring a number of components together. It's a process of synchronization and harmonizing. All the various elements must finally combine into making the immediate scene at hand. And as you go to make each scene, the best rule that I know of for myself, for any other director, is that each scene as you go to make it should be the most important scene of the film. I've been asked how I direct actors, tell them what to do. I direct as little as possible. These people are all creative talents. When I get to know an actor, this is the ideal. You can tell him a kind of code to him, and he picks up instantly. You get on the same wavelength, and he knows what you mean.
Could I not have my famous role? Fantastic.
Richard, Deborah, hey. John, we're ready. Richard.
Directing is simply my work, like painting is a painter's work, or writing a writer's work, or architecture, or science, or it's the thing I do. Sometimes there have been moments when, usually some years after I'm making a film, that I've sat back and looked at it with some pride. The reverse has also occurred. I've also experienced some shame. I hope, as one hopes actually each time one goes into a picture, starts making one, that this is the best, the one that's forthcoming. I don't think much beyond the picture that I am making. I hope that Night of the Iguana will be as good as any picture I ever made. I hope it will be a little better. The last shot of the film has now been made. We're all about to go our separate ways home. There's inevitably a moment of sadness attached to this final moment of film. You've lived in a world, in a very private little society. If all has gone well, as they certainly has in this instance, why, there's some pain attached to the moment of separation. You'll never make this film again. All of you will never be together again. But when you've made as many as I have, why, you learn to accept this with some philosophy. After all the cutting and the editing and the dubbing and scoring has been done, and final release print is turned out, why, then I go on to the next picture. It's going to be Genesis, the first chapter of the Bible.